think cops violated your client's constitutional rights in the manner that they treated her?
Why do I think they did it is a question that I can't answer. They appear to have unchecked control in this jail, and I believe that this has been going on for years in this facility, and no one from the top down has taken any steps to address these egregious constitutional violations.
But in what way were her rights violated? Spell it out.
Well, the Constitution prohibits illegal searches and seizures under the Fourth Amendment, and it also prohibits cruel and unusual punishment under the Eighth Amendment. I think that this case implicates both of those constitutional guarantees. This was an illegal search, an illegal seizure, and it was cruel and unusual under any definition of the term. This is cruel and unusual punishment.
Well, let me give our viewers a little more background on this, and I'm going to come back to you with another question. Tabitha, your client says after banging on the door, screaming and begging for clothing, a cop opened the cell and pepper sprayed her. She claims she was left pepper sprayed in this jail cell for 45 minutes until she was finally taken to wash off. Her attorney, you, the person we have on, says Tabitha was, quote, paraded around the booking area naked in front of cops with only a blanket over her shoulders, then thrown back into the cell naked.
There is no justifiable law enforcement purpose to treating someone this way. There is no officer safety issue that is implicated by her having clothing. What this is humiliation.
Now, Laura, just to play devil's advocate, what about her intoxication, being combative? What were they supposed to do with that? I mean, what if she had gone into the cell, and I understand your position, what if she had gone into the cell and hurt herself with something that she was concealing with her inside her clothing?
Look, this was not a strip search. This is humiliation. A legitimate strip search is permissible under certain circumstances when there is a concern that there is some sort of contraband on the individual. A search ends and someone is reclothed. That is not what happened here. What happened is a prolonged period of sexual humiliation accompanied by an assault completely unprovoked during a time period that this naked woman who was locked in a jail cell could not have possibly been a threat to anyone at that point. And yet she is put in a gas chamber full of pepper spray for 40 minutes. I mean, it's unconscionable.
Now, after she's pepper sprayed and then she has to wait, and then you say they parade her around with a blanket over her, then they throw her back in the cell naked?
That's right, and with a wet blanket that had gotten wet when they washed her eyes out. So she sat there for 5 hours naked with a wet blanket and nothing else.